Here at the start of 2023, Ireland finds itself in a unique place. Despite the housing crisis, which needs to be urgently addressed, despite the problems with our health service and public services generally, we find that we have full employment, we have employers looking for workers. As a result of this, workers are in a unique position to bargain. Our union has engaged now with the mechanical and electrical contractors for a whole of industry approach to pay, to filling that gap and to overcoming the cost of living crisis. In addition, we have succeeded in pay deals in semi-states, public sector, private sector, and there is more work to be done. At Connect's conference last November, a motion was passed unanimously calling for the abolition of the exemption in the minimum wage legislation for apprentices' pay. Under the current legislation, apprentices can be paid less than the national minimum wage. Connect Trade Union think that this is out of date. It's actually inhibiting employers taking on apprentices. And we believe that this time is right now to have this legislation changed. Half the apprentices will be living outside the home before they finish their apprenticeship. The need for proper pay, for adequate compensation for their work is paramount. And that's why we have worked hard to get this legislation in place, and we will. As a union, we also want to work towards eliminating the massive profiteering that has become a feature of our economy in the last couple of years. This year, the OECD, for the first time ever, has cited massive company profits as the single biggest contributor to price rises. And this has to stop. Workers deserve a share of those profits. Workers deserve to be paid for their labour. And Connect Trade Union will work with other unions at local, sectoral and national level to secure these increases. We're the only union party to 3 sector employment orders. We have recently concluded a registered employment agreement for overhead powerline workers. We are involved in public sector, semi-state and private industry pay. So rest assured that while Connect Trade Union have a well-earned reputation for securing pay deals on behalf of its members, we also ensure that they're honoured by employers and all parties. And we will work to ensure that any agreement or term you have will be honoured. Connect Trade Union, as members of the World Plumbing Council, were delighted to take part in a recent project in Frankfurt in Germany, where we sponsored 2 of our apprentices to work on a charity project installing plumbing facilities in a local community sports centre. This shows the importance of international cooperation between plumbing unions around the world. It was also important for our apprentices to get that experience of working with other apprentices from around the world and seeing how their work can make a difference. I'd also like to take this opportunity to inform our members of the upcoming Robert Cressel Festival. The festival is on Saturday the 6th of May, and while there will be many speakers, I'm sure the guest speaker, the one we're all most looking forward to hearing, is Mick Lynch from the RMT in the UK, who was kindly agreed to come over and speak at the festival. There should be a great night of music, theatre and discussion, all based around issues that are as pertinent today as they were 100 years ago. We now look forward to the rest of the year. We look forward to securing pay, terms and conditions and agreements consummate to our members and their labour.